Nutrition with type 1 diabetes isn't just hard, it feels impossible sometimes. Because no matter how much you plan, it seems like food either spikes you, crashes you, or makes you gain fat faster than you'd want. I'm Matt Greiner, and I've lived with type 1 diabetes for over 25 years, worked as a firefighter for more than a decade, and now I coach men who are struggling with the exact same thing. The good news? Nutrition doesn't have to feel impossible. Once you understand a few key shifts, it actually gets a whole lot simpler and way more effective. So let's break down why nutrition feels so overwhelming with type 1, and more importantly, what you can actually do about it. And make sure you stick with me until the end because I'm giving away my free type 1 diabetic nutrition playbook. This is the exact no BS framework that helped me finally stabilize my blood sugars, drop fat, and start building real muscle. And I'll tell you where to grab it at the end of this video. So let's jump into it. A buddy of yours can eat a burger and fries, feel a little sluggish, but that's about it. And you're doing math in your head, carbs, fat, timing, insulin, and still guessing if you'll go high now or crash 3 hours later. I remember back when I was still at the firehouse, we'd sit down between calls and the guys could just eat and then move on like it was nothing. Meanwhile, I was watching my CGM like it was a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. I'd eat what I thought was balance, only to end up chasing highs for hours and then crashing mid-shift when we get another call. It felt like no matter what I did, my blood sugar was always one step ahead of me. That's the frustration. It's not that nutrition is impossible. It's that your body doesn't respond like everyone else's. You're dealing with a hormone called insulin that changes everything about how your body stores or burns its energy. And here's the truth. You can't follow the same playbook as everybody else. The rules are different for you. Once you start understanding how your food choices and timing affect your blood sugar, then things start to click. Track how your meals impact your blood sugar. Not just the number, but how stable you feel 2 to 3 hours later. You'll learn more than one from that habit than any meal plan online. And stick with me, because next I'll show you how blood sugar swings are secretly keeping you stuck from losing fat and building real muscle. Here's the hidden reason nutrition feels impossible. Every blood sugar spike means more insulin, and more insulin means your body is in storage mode, which means it wants to hang on to the fat. So even if you're eating clean, when your sugars are bouncing up and down all day, you're flooding your body with insulin to keep it all up. That constant correction cycle makes it harder to lose fat, harder to build muscle, and way easier to feel exhausted all the time. Back at the firehouse, I used to live in that same exact cycle. We'd have a busy shift, eat whatever we could grab, spike, correct, crash, and then eat again to try to get back up. I was taking more insulin than I needed, not because I was overeating, but because I was eating foods and at times it sent me on a roller coaster. That roller coaster was the problem, not the actual calories. Once I started focusing on keeping my blood sugar flat instead of chasing perfection, everything changed. My energy stabilized, my workouts improved, and fat loss finally started happening. And here's the logic. Stable blood sugars equal less insulin. Less insulin equals easier fat loss, better muscle recovery, and better energy. Now here's something that you can actually try. Start thinking less about eating clean and more about eating steady. This means pair protein, fats, and fiber with your carbs. That slows digestion, reduces spikes, and helps your body use insulin more efficiently. And just a quick reminder, everything I'm breaking down here is laid out step by step inside my free guide, the Type 1 Diabetic Nutrition Playbook. Stick around because I'll drop the link for you at the end of this video. And in the next point, I'll show you how getting your blood sugar stable isn't just about looking better, it's about living better for the long haul. And here's what most people miss. Controlling your blood sugar isn't just about avoiding spikes. It's about giving your body the best environment to thrive in. When your sugars swing high and low all the time, your body's in constant stress mode. That means inflammation, poor recovery, fatigue, and cravings. It's like trying to build a house during a hurricane. Your body can't build muscle or burn fat efficiently when it's just trying to survive the storm that's about to hit. But when you keep things steady, everything starts working the way that it's supposed to. you sleep better, your hormones balance out, your workouts actually start doing something. And the weight you lose will actually stay off because you're not fighting your body anymore. I've seen it with every guy I coach. Once we dial in blood sugar control, the fat loss, energy, and strength gains all follow naturally. It's not magic. It's just what happens when you get your physiology working for you instead of against you. So try this. Focus on consistency and don't try to overhaul everything all at once. Start by keeping one meal steady, a breakfast that doesn't spike you, or a lunch that doesn't crash you, and build from there. Over time, that stability compounds, and that's when real transformation actually starts to happen. So here's the deal. Nutrition with type 1 doesn't have to feel impossible because it's not. You just have to stop playing by everyone else's rules and start understanding your own rules. When you get your blood sugar under control, you get your body under control. That's how you lose fat, build muscle, and create a body that actually feels good to live in. And as promised, here it is, my type 1 diabetic nutrition playbook. This is the exact framework I use to get my blood sugar stable, drop the body fat, and start packing on real muscle. Just click the link in the description and grab it right now. And remember, always spank the pank. I'm out.